Hello, hello, and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. Today we have a new video that we explore energy healing on Thursdays, and we are 2 days away from Valentine's Day, a day where a lot of people celebrate the day of love. And we are going to look at our heart chakra today in relationship to this Valentine's Day that is coming. And how we're going to do this is with a pick a deck, right? Or pick a fairy. And we are going to look at what does the energy of the crown chakra show us, and what do we need to release, and what do we need to embrace. So together is we're going to get 3 cards for each deck, and we're going to look at the present energy, what to release, what to focus on, and together it will make that message of what does our heart chakra want or require right now for the energy to be flowing in a way that is healthy towards healing for this coming Valentine's Day. So let's get started. Please sit down or be in a comfortable place, and let's connect through the breath. We're going to take 3 deep breaths through the nose, hold it at the top, and exhale, making the exhale longer than the inhale. In this way, we ground our energy, we center ourselves, and we connect through the breath. All right, so let's get started. 1 deep breath in, hold it for a few seconds, and exhale, gently making that exhale longer than the inhale. One more time, let's inhale in, hold at the top, and softly exhale. And one last time, let's inhale through the nose, hold at the top, and exhale, letting go of tension, feeling our shoulders relaxed. All right, now without thinking, just pick the fairy that calls you more or the tarot deck. Ready? Let's go. All right, we'll start with the pink fairy. And again, this message or this reading is for what our heart chakra needs for this coming Valentine's Day, and how just looking at the present energy, what it's asking us to release, and also what we need to focus our energy on as Valentine's Day approaches. All right, let's go. 2 cards for the present energy. What to release, and what to focus on for our heart chakra this Valentine's Day. So let's begin. So the present energy of our heart chakra, or what is telling us. So it's the Chariot, and here we have the 2 of Swords. So first, knowing that there is a lot of momentum, right? It's a moving energy. So right now we feel that the energies are moving in a healthy way presently in our heart chakra. So there is movement that feels like there is nothing stuck. There is nothing that's creating resentment or is creating blockages. So the energy is moving in a healthy way. Now, when we have the Chariot that a lot of times asks for direction or for choice, and we also see this 2 of Swords that is also a card of choice, but a choice that it's hard to make because we don't find clarity. So what we see is that the energy of your heart chakra currently is saying, yeah, things are flowing, but at the same time, they may be asking for decisions to be made, sorry. However, we do not feel ready to make this decision. So there is either no clarity of how to direct this energy, that it's actually healthy, positive energy. Where do we direct it? So either we lack clarity, or we lack a romantic relationship that we want, or even if we do not want a romantic relationship right now, we are stuck of like, where do we put this loving energy into? All right, this is how I would describe it. Now, what is it asking us to release? And look at this, the Tower. So, very interesting, because we got two major arcanas really fast. So, the Tower is asking you to really examine, what beliefs do you have of love right now, right? What what is your thinking about relationships, either romantic relationships or relationships that you have with people that you care for and you love? So this card is telling you, when we have it in the position of release, just to examine, what are your beliefs, what are your thoughts on things, because it's time to challenge some of those beliefs, the ways you are looking at either romantic relationships or relationships with your loved ones. In something is calling us on not a stable foundation. Your beliefs right now may need to be challenged in order for you to direct your energy, your love energy, towards what it wants, and also to make healthy decisions. So, right now, really sit with yourself and ask yourself, what are my core beliefs about romantic relationships? What are my thoughts on what role do I play? What a relationship should be. And this is for any type of relationship, romantic, intimate, or friendship, acquaintances. What is your role, and what beliefs and thoughts need to be challenged and released, dismantled, because they are not working for you? And this will also help you bring this clarity, right? And now let's see what to focus on. And another major arcana. Wow. And so, very strong energies that are directing your heart chakra towards this Valentine's Day. Strength. So here, what it's telling you, this is such a beautiful card. The strength card is both about your inner strength, right? So it's a reminder usually of what you're capable of and that inner strength that you have. But also, here is saying there may be some things that need to be kept under, I don't want to say under restraint or under control, but managed different, right? So maybe is the way, and this could be just one of the things, but the way you communicate, or the how easy it is for you to feel angry, or or your own sensitivity, anything. And this is not to be changed, because this is, if these are what I just mentioned are things of who you are, it needs to be validated and taken care of. But here is it's mostly, this strength card is to focus on yourself, right? So to focus on making things that you believe in yourself are weaknesses, to turn them into those strengths. And the best way to do that is when we think of something about ourselves that we see it as a weakness, we we embrace it, we hold space for it, right? We validate that this may be, either comes from trauma, either comes from wound, or it's our inner wiring. So we embrace it, we give it love, and then we find ways to turn it into a strength, right? So let's put all the reading together. So the energies right now, when we look at your heart chakra in ways for it to flow well, what to release and what to embrace, it's saying right now you have a healthy energy around your heart chakra right now, but there may be something that is lacking clarity. So it's not a blockage, it's not stuck. It's saying, hey, it's healthy, it wants to be directed, but it's lacking clarity on taking direction, right? And it follows up by saying, because it needs to be some beliefs or thoughts that we have of relationships or on the role we play need to be examined, challenged, and let go of so we can build a healthy foundation around our relationships. And then what to focus on? Focus on the strengths, on your strength, the strength that you already have, and also focus, and here is how she controls the lion, on anything that you think is a weakness, either communication, either sensitivity, anything that you view as a weakness for you in relationships, and turn it into a strength, right? So challenge also that way you view your weaknesses to turn it into strength, into opportunities for your relationships. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope you enjoy a wonderful Valentine's Day. If you are in a relationship, if you are not in a relationship, remember the day that we mark as a celebration of love is also love for yourself. So please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And like this, you get to see all my weekly videos, and follow me on social media. Reach out if you would like a private reading with me, either live or pre-recorded. All right, let's take a look now at that blue fairy. For those of you who picked the blue fairy. And again, we are going to take a look at how the current energies for our heart chakra are, what we need to release, and what we need to embrace towards this Valentine's Day. All right. All right. Current energies. 2 cards for what to release. And I like 2 cards want to come out here as well. And 2 cards for what to embrace. So let's see the current energy of what your heart chakra is saying. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles, what is it asking us to examine at this time? So perhaps we are feeling that something is lacking in our relationships, right? We feel that there is something that is not flowing as we would like. Either we lack a partner, or the relationships that we have, either romantic or other type, again, this is love energy, something is lacking. And this card is telling you, let's examine, be honest with yourself and think about what is lacking when I think of love. So think about love. Put both hands on your heart chakra right now and ask yourself, what do I feel is lacking in my love life? Either romantic, intimate, or in general. What is lacking? Because the first step to heal is always to acknowledge what the reality is. So be honest and truthful with yourself. This is what this card is asking you. What is lacking at this time, or what do you perceive is lacking at this time? All right, what to release? And we have the 7 of Pentacles again and the 8 of Pentacles. So it's a very pentacle type of reading. So here when we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, and is saying it's time to release putting so much, perhaps when we look at this card, is put so much effort on the outer, right? On validation from the outside, what comes from the outside into our lives, right? So the seven, that growing effort, right? And the eight, that abundance, right? So it's saying right now, release. These two cards are asking to release any need for outer validation or for the outside to bring the love inside. And even if we're looking for love or we want to work on our love energy right now, it's important, even if we think something's lacking, that we understand that love is inside of us, right? It's not about somebody else um, completing us or bringing that love inside. Love needs to come from inside our core. We need to be love. And then we can experience love energy all around us, even if we are not in a relationship, because it emanates from inside. It brings us that contentment, that love energy that even heals anything that we're going for. And the interesting thing when that happens, when we feel that love coming from us, right? That is that divine love, that connection with the divine, and that comes from inside us, then our vibration also calls for certain types of people and relationships to enter our life. And we can either even transform the relationships that we're in, or those relationships, if they are not working for us and they are not healthy, will fall off, right? So release the need for the outside to bring you that love, right? So start working on love from the inside. Now, we have again two cards for what to focus on. And one is temptation. Huh, interesting. That's the 15. And then the other one is the wise old man, right? So, what do we have here? So, we have that what to focus on are, when we think of love energy, is focus on those things that are calling to you, right? Things that, or people that are calling to you. So it's time to examine, what is a temptation for you? What are things that actually bring you love, that are tempting you in a positive way, right? So perhaps what you're lacking here, or what you feel you're lacking, is not, it doesn't have to come from somebody else, but it comes when we're releasing this energy from the outside, is from engaging with things that you love, engaging with activities, with hobbies, with interests that you love. And then you will also meet people around these circles that also bring love energy, that is in friendship or even in romantic. So examine the things, or think about the things that make you feel good, that bring joy to you, right? And start doing them, and see from there how you grow. And it's about growing in love, right? And so let's put it together so this makes sense. Right now, current energy on your heart chakra is asking you, for you to examine or ask yourself, what do you feel is lacking for you in love, right? What do you think is lacking? What do you feel inside your core that is maybe not allowing that energy to flow as it should? Now, what to release? Release the outside need. So start working on the inside, on feeling love from the inside that emanates towards the outside. You will vibrate on a higher vibration. You will bring healing to you. You will attract friendships and maybe intimate romantic love the way you want it, right? So work from the inside on the love creating love from inside. And how do you do that? By really getting in touch with those things that bring you joy, those things that call you, have a growth mindset towards that. So look at interests, activities, hobbies, anything that is more than self-care. It's it's a way to bring that love into you by giving yourself love. Take yourself out on dates. So don't wait for the outside. Do the things of caring and giving love to yourself so the love starts from the inside at this time. All right. Again, I hope you liked your reading. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so we can keep looking at different, you can keep looking at the different readings I have every week. If you want a personal reading, a live session with me, go to my website or my Gumroad and book that live session. I also have pre-recorded readings. So depending on your budget, I have everything for everyone. Now, let's look at the yellow fairy, if that's what you picked. We are going to look at, again, we are looking at the heart chakra energy currently, what to release and what to embrace. And, all right. So let's put this one here that jumped out immediately. And this is the current energy. And here we have what to release and what to embrace. All right, so if you picked the yellow fairy, what is it telling us about the current energies of your heart chakra? And we have this beautiful card of the Six of Cups that is saying, when we look at the current energies of the heart chakra, is saying, well, there may be some, let's say, it's flowing well. So this is what the energy is saying, is flowing well. Now, there may be some thoughts or memories from the past right now that maybe are not pushing the energy forward. So maybe you are remembering old relationships. You're thinking about people that are not in your life anymore. Or you think of the things, how things used to be in the past. So anytime that we have these memories or thoughts from the past, it's not bad. Memory can be good. It can be also healing. But this is saying, yes, everything is positive right now. But perhaps think about, am I spending too much time in the past, in my thoughts, with those memories? Am I spending too much time there? Right? So this is the only reflection this card brings. Now, what to release? And we have the Four of Pentacles. And again, this is a very clear signal when this card comes out. So we may be holding on something too tightly. Yes. So different things to examine. And I'm not saying this is you, but things to examine. Are you being too possessive right now? Or do you struggle with being too possessive in your relationships, right? Or another way to view it, what are you afraid of losing, right? This is the reflection this card wants you to do, right? On what to for releasing. So what are you afraid to lose? And am I holding on to this relationship too tight? Am I too possessive? What is something that is making me be like this figure in this card, holding on too tight, right? So right now, a lot of people are talking about the let them theory. And yes, the let them theory is actually very old because it's just really about flowing, right? And non-interference. So sometimes the more we try to hold on to something because we are afraid to lose it, because the more tightly that we hold to it, the more we damage it. So Open your hands at this time and examine your fears and examine what you're holding on so tight about, and let life take its course. Don't try to control it. Just let it flow. Even if you're afraid to lose something, sometimes losing what we're more afraid of losing is actually a benefit, and it ends up being the best that has happened to us. So, really, here is what you need to release. Ask yourself, what am I holding on so tight? All right. And what to focus on. The High Priestess. What a beautiful card you got. And what is the High Priestess telling you? Go inwards, right? Um, Focus. Different ways to see what the message of this card is. Focus on yourself, on your healing, on your growth, but also connect with the divine, connect with your intuition, and let it let it guide you. Let it guide you. Instead of holding on to the past, or a relationship right now, or some beliefs, whatever it is, just open your hands, let things flow, stay in the present, not in the past or in the future. Connect with your intuition and work on yourself and listening to what the signs your voice is taking you. You know, you may be surprised of the kind of relationships that come into your life, and also your own relationship with yourself. Once you flow instead of trying to control and holding tight, and you live in the present with hope for the future. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on social media. I have daily shorts, daily reels, and we every week we look at the energies of the week. Also, we do a love reading for the week, and then on Thursdays we look at the chakras, look at energy healing, and connect it with the tarot. So again, thumbs up, subscribe, and reach out. I have different readings, live sessions, pre-recorded readings, different budgets, and also please do not hesitate to reach out if you want more information. Have a wonderful rest of your week and enjoy Valentine's Day. Brightest blessings.